was the summer after freshman year. Lucy and I had FBLA Nationals, so we had to fly down to Texas. And the trip was kind of a mess from the get-go. I forgot a sweatshirt, our plane was late, I couldn't find a sweatshirt to buy in San Antonio other than cropped ones, and I was too cold for that. But the National FBLA organization holds a dance / mixer thing for all of the FBLA kids. And we didn't really know how to dress, so we showed up and we're in jeans and our FBLA shirts, thinking that's what we were supposed to wear. Everybody else is dressed for a dance or a party or something, and they're way more dressed up. And we were up in a hotel, and the floor was shaking, and we were just kind of you know what? This isn't our spot. And we got really scared, and we left and just went back to the hotel and ate cookies and tried to figure out what we were going to do for the rest of the trip because we felt very out of place. But it was fun.
My favorite high school memory is freshman year, whenever we got to meet all the new kids that came in out of schools around Missouri, and Cody Lamke in PE class thought that he could beat up Gavin Allen, and Gavin promptly put him in a chokehold and made Cody look like a little kid.
My favorite high school memory was taking 20 minutes in the bathroom because I was pooping, and Miss Minky checked on me every 5 minutes.
So my favorite memory was when me and Charlie went to the bathroom every day in 4th hour chemistry. One day, Will went with us, and Will let out the biggest, loudest burp I've ever heard in my entire life. The entire school could hear it, and that was my favorite memory.
How about Mr. Tucker?
Mr. Tucker could hear it from the end of the hallway.
Alright, my memory is when I beat Sam in Mario Kart during the Mario Kart tournament junior year. I was using Luigi, he was using Yoshi, and I beat him, and he didn't talk to me for the rest of algebra class, and he broke 2 pencils, so that was pretty cool too.
Then I came back and won the
No, cut it.
My favorite senior memory is whenever I went to the SEMO volleyball tournament my freshman year, and I had this great big room all to myself, and then the next morning I was hearing all the girls complain about how they didn't have space to sleep.
My favorite memory 2 summers ago was whenever we went to the slab, and 2 weeks prior to that it rained a ton, and then there was 2 feet over the slab, and it was kind of mossy and everything, and Charlotte and it was Ryan and I, and Charlie had his shoes off. So Ryan and I thought it would be really cool if we take Charlie's shoe and throw it over the slab. So he had to go through the water and go get his shoe. So Ryan threw it over, and then I grabbed Charlie's shoe like this. So my hand was in his shoe, and I threw it, and it went to the ground and not over the creek, and it started floating away. So I sprinted to the water, and as I grabbed his shoe, my feet slipped underneath me, and my head hit the wall. And my head hit the cement, and it went pow. And then I went underneath the water. And I blacked out, and Charlie almost had to save me. And I woke back up.
Hello, my name is Ailey Vandergriff, and my favorite memory from senior year is when me and Madison McCarty both had the babies at the same time, the fake little robot babies, and they were screaming their little heads off because they're hungry, and I called her, and we were both crying at 3 in the morning, and that was probably the highlight of my career.
My favorite memory from high school is winning the district ship. Fa-la-la-la-la!
So we were driving back in the car from Otterville after single-handedly winning the girls' volleyball team to a district title. Sam was in the front seat, Braden was there, Charlie, Mitchell, Will. We were jamming out to some music. Sam put on some Mike Posner, Motley Crue, Nirvana. And this song came on, Sam was whipping his head around like this and stuff. It was a great time. One of the best memories of high school.
My favorite memory from high school is when, in sophomore year, when COVID-19 struck the earth and we missed school for 2 months.
So my favorite senior memory was my sophomore year.
Just keep going.
My junior year when we went to state, which is pretty cool by itself. But the morning before our game, we went down for a walk as a team, and Peyton Burkhart sent Miss Hayner a text from an unknown number telling her that she has been quarantined and that she had to quarantine for the next 14 days. She had to quarantine for the next 14 days. And this is when COVID was like a big deal. And so we all kept walking, and she slowly slowed down and was so far behind us. And when she rounded the corner, we all just stared at her while she was on the phone with Dr. Hayner. And yeah, it was just really funny.
A favorite memory of mine from high school was Logan revealing his shirt that he made in Chem 2. The sleeves were just so nice and very good. Yeah.
So my favorite memory is anatomy class with Lucy and Mrs. Minky, and Lucy and I would just continuously keep giving Mrs. Minky different Helen Keller conspiracies and arguing over them, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
My favorite memory was from junior year whenever Ryan, Ian, and I were up on the stage decorating for Winter Ball, and Ryan and I were laying in Gossamer, and Ian chucked a big ball of Gossamer right onto Ryan and I was holding my phone, and my phone fell on Ryan's face, giving her a really disgusting bloody nose. And I was allowed to have my phone. So.
My senior memory, I'm going to start off with Mrs. Hayner, Coach Hayner, Jamie Hayner. I love that woman, but I think I also have probably given that woman more heart attacks than I can account for. I don't know how she's not dead. My favorite one with her is probably, I caused her to break her clipboard. And it was a very stressful moment for me because I literally thought she was going to come like grab me by the neck and just, I thought that was the end of my life. I love when she will yell at me and then I'm just like Mrs. Hayner, like what are you doing? She's very scary, very scary. But I love her. I'll definitely miss her. She always got mad because I called her old. I mean, she's like 48, so. How old is she?
Like 45, 44.
She's younger than that.
43?
I don't know, we'll just round it to 50.